Hey guys, welcome back to Cozy Womb Podcast. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Woo! Y'all see the title. We are at myth number 8. This is season 14 of Cozy Womb Podcast. My name is Shan. I am the mama of the girls. All right, I only have 2 girls, not having any more kids biologically. If I get married and that man has kids, which he will, I will gladly welcome more of the ones that are already here. You dig? All right. Anyway, let's get into it. So, I want a baby, so emotionally, I know already I'll be ready. That's funny, okay? This is a whole myth. You know how mentally and physically you'll be ready for something, right? You know when you feel that? And you get into it and you think, oh, I'll just adjust because I'm prepared for X, Y, and Z to happen. Pregnancy is like that for some people, okay? Hormones, mood swings, Charlie horses for 9 months every time you get up. I had them, second kid. Your body not being used to feeling things it has never felt before. It will have you in a whole headlock for months. So assuming just because you want a baby, just because you have the finances to have a baby, you'll never know emotionally how it will affect you until you are in it, okay? People meet a new level of self while pregnant. Just like people meet a new level of their spouse or the person they're dating or having the baby with when they're pregnant, because pressure hits people differently. Life changes hit people differently. And just because you think you're going to take a life change a certain way doesn't mean that's how it's going to play out. And don't get me wrong, some women have a glorious, cute, relaxing, watch me turn into a butterfly type pregnancy. But emotionally, you just don't know who you will be, how you will feel until tag, you're it. That pregnant lady that you always saw and judged when you were single and not pregnant and not in a relationship, you will become her. The chances are high that you will become the woman that you judged in her pregnancy, in her bad day, in her, oh my God, girl, what you got on? Like that woman, you will probably become her in pregnancy, because the body changes that you go through in pregnancy, emotionally, you might think you'll be prepared, but you won't be prepared. I give the most honest feedback that I can about being pregnant to people on purpose, because I hate all the books that just paint pregnancy as being one way. Pregnancy is not one way for everybody, okay? How you had your first kid, how that process was with your first kid will not be exactly the same with your second kid. It just won't be. Why does that happen? I don't know. Life. But that's what I'm talking about this episode. I hope you guys have finished all of your holiday shopping, when it's like food or gifts, or just like, I want to make sure I don't have to be in the store after Wednesday. You know, that's a smart deadline for things, after Wednesday.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
When you visit Arizona, time is measured in moments, not minutes. Like the moment your work stress disappears as you kayak through the canyons. Or the moment you discover the life-changing effects of prickly pear chocolate. But nothing beats the moment you see the Grand Canyon for the very first time. Visit a new state of mind. Learn more at hereyouareaz.com.
I don't want to be in no store. I don't want to have to go to the store for nothing. I know on Wednesday, all I'm buying on Wednesday is fresh veggies and cookies, because I want my cookies fresh for Christmas. All right. If you don't celebrate Christmas, just get all of the things that you would want to get so you don't have to be in these stores on Christmas or after Christmas. Okay. Get the butter, get the meat injector, get the bread rolls, get the cornbread, get the milk that you need for cereal, get the water, get the extra plates, the paper towel, all of that stuff. Get that so you ain't gotta be all up in the long lines and the madness. Okay. What else do I have to say before we get into the show? Oh, we know this is a season of joy and happiness and family and friends and loved ones and engagements and new baby news. But it's also darkness for a lot of people. It's also another holiday to rub it in my face that my relationship that I had for the last 4 years didn't work. It's also another holiday to rub in my face that I lost the baby I thought we were going to have this year. It's also another holiday to remind people that they lost their grandparents, their parents, their kids, their favorite teacher, their husband, their wife, their girlfriend, that they lost, their wife and their baby. Like, it's not all happiness for people right now. This week, it's not going to be all happiness going into a new year without people that they love. Okay, people are really going through things. So I feel like to be a podcaster, to be a creative, to come at people digitally all over the world, I would do a disservice on not speaking about that. So if you are emotionally at your peak where you don't know what you're going to do and you feel lost, you feel alone, you feel like you don't have anybody around you that you can talk to that will understand or vent or just cry on, you're in a new city, in a new place, and you have no one, no one, you can't go to someone else's house, you don't want to see. Sometimes when people are in their darkest, they don't want to be around happiness because it's kind of like, how dare you be happy when I feel like this? And I understand that too. I understand being sad and depressed and wanting to be around love, and I understand being sad and depressed and hating to see happiness also, It affects people different ways. So if you do feel like that, I don't want you to feel like life is not worth it. So suicide is a thing. Suicide is happening. I know a few people who have been affected by suicide this year. And I would just like to say the suicide hotline number is 800-273-8755. And it is open 24 hours for you to help you, anybody, whether you have a touch tone phone or whatever. Call them. Don't make that decision on your own. Call them. The number again for the suicide hotline is 800-273-8755 and is open 24 hours for you. And if you really need to talk, to see someone, to talk out your issues and it's not that far gone, Talkspace is offering a free trial for people for at least 7 days. 7 free days to talk to a therapist through video, whether you have an Android computer or iPhone. You can put in try.talkspace.com, try.talkspace.com. They have a 60-second assessment on there. You can take that and they can figure out how they can get a therapist available to you visually for your needs for the first 7 days. It will be free. Again, it is a free trial for 7 days with Talkspace. Put in try.talkspace.com. All right, let's get into the show though. The 8th myth that I will be discussing is I want a baby, so emotionally I'll be ready. And that is incorrect. And I'm going to tell you why it's incorrect. All right, thank you guys for listening to Cozy Womb. Let's get into it. Have you ever took a pill for a cold and went to work, and while you were at work, you realized that you took the drowsy version of that medicine, but you can't go home and you can't go lay down, and you had to stand up and work through it, awake and fight it off? Okay, hold that thought. That feeling for so many women is the feeling of their first trimester and being tired, sleepy, drained, and never having enough energy. So imagine having to walk around, go up steps, bend down, feed yourself, stay awake, and maintain your regular things that you did before you were pregnant while feeling that. Okay, sometimes that lasts for a couple of weeks for women when they're pregnant, and sometimes it lasts for 2 months. Sometimes it's someone's whole pregnancy. And if you've never been pregnant before, emotionally, how would you know how you will handle that? And I did not even add in the fact that you might work 40 hours a week. I didn't add in the fact that you might live on the 4th floor and there's no elevator, only steps. I didn't add in the fact that you walk around the city and you don't drive a car and you have to go get your groceries. You have no washer and dryer in your house. You have to do laundry. All of that gets harder and harder to do from month 1 to month 9. Okay? Now, if you have help, oh my God, amazing. If you have someone that can, lessen that load, amazing. But the truth is, a lot of people don't. And a lot of people start their pregnancy with help and with a companion, and by the end of the pregnancy, it is just them. Sometimes that's how it works, and that's what happens in life, right? My thing is, the reason why a woman will never know emotionally if she will be ready for a baby is because babies change your whole body, okay? Crying and not even understanding why you're crying will be a thing. That's how I knew I was pregnant with Ari, which is my second daughter. When I was working out, it always happens when I'm taking care of my body and I'm getting slim and trim, I get pregnant, okay? But that will never happen again. I made sure of it. So I was working out, was going to the gym at least 3 days a week, and I was getting headaches. I never get headaches. And I was like, why am I getting headaches? Why do I feel irritated? Why do I feel really emotional? What is going on? And I was like, I don't remember getting my period. Let me go check. And that's when I found out that I was pregnant with Ari. Okay, her dad damn near had a panic attack. Okay, because he could not believe, like, how did this happen? Sir, we know how this happened, remember? Do you remember the time? Do you? Okay, because there was lots of times where we could have possibly had a kid, and that luckily did not happen. I think the Lord got tired of us and said, boom, here. Since y'all want to do, here. And that happens. And are we homeless? Are we poor? Do we not have jobs? No, we have jobs. But it's just like the mindset of you're going to take on an addition into each other's family. And a lot comes with that. A lot of pressure comes with that will change things emotionally. So even like stressing about how and when things will get done, stressing about having enough money, who will help you, how can you be in two places at once, not being able to control your body changes, like that will mess with you emotionally. Not being able to, handle 2 kids instead of 1. Having to start over having kids after yours is like grown and self-efficient. You know what I'm saying? How are you as a woman? For me, weird rashes. Okay, there are weird things that happen to pregnant women, and nobody really talks about it. I had a rash that spread in between my breast, all the way up my chest, and under my boobs for my whole first trimester. There was nothing that will let that rash go away. It was the hormones. So you're going to go through body changes. You're going to go through, you always use a certain shampoo and now it makes you nauseous. You're going to go through not being able to smell certain foods because it makes you nauseous. To this day, I had Anya in 2013, and while I was pregnant with Anya in my first trimester, anytime I passed a Subway or someone having a Subway sandwich, I wanted to vomit. And I loved Subway. I will get a 12-inch and eat that whole thing in one sitting. Everything on it, okay? Meatball sandwich, forget about it. In my throat, you know what I'm saying? Now, years later, Anya's 8, I still cannot stand the smell of Subway. You will not know what changes is going to affect you while pregnant and after pregnancy until you are in it. And that's why emotionally, you cannot say, I am ready for what I'm about to take on. You can't say it. It's a myth. It's a big myth, okay? It is the ultimate question mark about how your pregnancy is going to be until you're in it. You could prepare for pregnancy, but the whole process, though, no, you're pushing it. So from the weird rashes, your favorite things that you now hate, I went through 3 different types of deodorant, okay? Okay, switch it up. You become a next level of you that you haven't even met yet. So you haven't met the pregnant you yet. You don't know who she is, and you haven't met the child that you're going to nurture and carry for 9 months yet. And even after you give birth to that child that you carried for 9 months, you're going to spend a whole year plus some trying to figure out who the stranger is. It might be stranger danger, or it might be your best friend. You'll never know until you're wet in that thing. Okay? So, do you have good medical insurance? Sometimes emotionally that will stress you. Will the father be there to help you? Sometimes that will stress you emotionally. Morning sickness is different, okay? So before I was pregnant, I don't like hearing people throw up. I don't like seeing throw up, and I don't like the acid taste in the back of my throat when I throw up. Yesterday I took my vitamins and I accidentally burped a little. And I tasted the acid. Oh my God. That can be like a whole trimester when you're pregnant, okay? So morning sickness can be different for all of us. So some people feel nauseous and throw up at the beginning of their pregnancy for the first 13 weeks. Your secret 13 weeks, because in pregnancy, you're really not supposed to tell anyone that you are pregnant outside of the person that got you pregnant for the first 13 weeks, because a lot of people lose the baby in that process. Okay, it's a very sensitive, delicate process. So that's why people say, you don't speak on your pregnancy until after the first 13 weeks. But yeah, morning sickness is different for everybody. Some people feel nauseous and they throw up. Some people feel nauseous for months and never get to vomit. I think that's worse. That happened to me. So when I was pregnant with my first daughter, Anya, my first trimester, I got heartburn. A lot of people didn't understand. How do you have heartburn? You're not supposed to get that until this. Every symptom happens differently for different pregnant people. I had heartburn. I had acid reflux really bad. So acid reflux felt like you would eat and you would have like this nasty aftertaste in your mouth before and after you eat. And it felt like my food would stop in my throat and not go down. And it's not like I need to cough this up. It's not that. It's just like, how do I make it go down? How do I make it go in my stomach? The food went in my stomach, but it just felt like it was stopping in my throat. And it just kept this feeling of it going up and down, up and down, up and down. It was nasty. And on top of that, I had a nauseous feeling like I wanted to vomit, but I couldn't vomit. That is worse than vomiting. I would rather vomit than have the feeling that I wanted to vomit and nothing would come. You talk about seeing parts of the toilet bowl that you've never noticed before. The toilet bowl in me and the toilet bowl. Thank you, Shan. The toilet bowl and me were besties in my first trimester. I would sit at the edge of that tub, hold my head over the toilet for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Lie on the cold tile floor. Then feel like, okay, this is it. Nothing. Emotionally, what? You want me to do what? You want me to work? You want me to be around other human beings? You want me to function normally? What? And I'm telling you, and not every pregnant woman is like that. Some people go the whole 9 months, don't even know they were pregnant, and they have a stomach ache, and voila, baby. What? And that's, even when I watch that now on shows, I'm just like, how did she not know she was pregnant? How did she not know? You know what I'm saying? Because I had crazy symptoms with both kids. Let's go to another mad case. You can't sleep. Have you ever experienced being very sleepy and you can't fall asleep? Yes, sometimes that happens with people for their whole pregnancy. So I talked to my doctor about it. I'm just like, yo, I can't sleep. I can't take the regular sleep medicine because I am pregnant. So there's a lot of things that you cannot take while you're pregnant. It is kind of tardy for the party for Saturday, but if you just want to give a gift and it can't be in person, if you would like to go to the Cozy Womb shop, you can find you some merch for Cozy Womb Podcast on there, and it's on Teespring, so just put in Cozy Womb shop, it'll pop up, okay? The link is in the show notes, and you can find the link and other links on whoisshan.com.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
That is my personal website. And don't forget to follow and subscribe at the CZYWMB podcast on IG and on Twitter. That is where I interact with you guys, because you guys is why I'm here, okay? I want to give you guys the truth about parenting. I want to put you guys up on the game throughout parenting so you're not losing in parenting, so you don't feel lost in the sauce. And I also want to let you guys that I am reachable. You can reach me at Cozy Womb Mama at gmail.com, okay? For any questions, concerns, or if you want to do a promotion on the show, I am open to giving you a space to do that. Just email me and I'll let you know all the details. If you would like to give me a special gift, you can do one where it costs you nothing but a little of your time. You could go on Apple Podcast app or Google and drop a review. Or you could go on Spotify and drop a review of the show, what you like about the show, how the show has helped you, what you would like me to discuss about the show. Just let me know that you're out there and you're listening, and while you're listening, I will appreciate it. That's something you could give to me that I would love. I would love more reviews. And you can also donate to the show for Cozy Womb Podcast on redcircle.com. That is how I bring you this podcast. They go ahead and they distribute my podcast. So if you would like to donate directly to the show, you can donate. The link is also in the show notes. Other than that, let's get into this myth number 8. If you look at the back of a lot of medicines that you may enjoy taking, forget about it when you're pregnant, because it'll tell you if you can or you cannot take it while pregnant. Okay. Some may say doctor needs to be notified before you take this. Some may say absolutely not. You cannot take this while you're pregnant. So that's why a lot of doctors offer, you can have Tylenol, but sometimes if you do your research, Tylenol is not really safe to be taken while pregnant, because long term it shows that your baby, by the time your baby is at an age to reproduce, that your baby has a low count of eggs due to drugs you may have taken while pregnant. So it's a very man, what type of person is this type of feeling to go through being pregnant. And a lot of people don't talk about that on the loudspeaker like they talk about, oh my God, your hair is so luscious and your nails are so beautiful and your skin is glowing. Lies. Lisa Liza Gutman, okay? Shout out to Nickelodeon. Everybody's hair is not going to be luscious. It's not. My hair felt like a Brillo pad my whole first pregnancy. I kept it wrapped up most of the time. I tried braids and it felt like I had a whole bunch of ants going through my head. And I thought it was the braids. I cut out the braids, deep conditioned my hair, scrubbed my hair down, honey. It still felt like ants was in my hair. You know what it was? It was hormones. It lasted for 3 days and it just magically went away. So imagine spending $200 to get your hair braided by some Africans in New York, go to Florida to chill with your mom while you're pregnant, and you cut the braids out 3 days later, thinking it's the braids that's driving you crazy, when it's really your hormones because you're pregnant. That is the emotional about being pregnant, is you don't know what's going to happen to you, but you can't do nothing about it because you it for the next 9 months, sweetie. Okay? Whew. That's why I'm just like, can't nobody understand what you're going through while you're pregnant unless they are you. So the worst thing that a man or anybody else can do or say to you while you're pregnant and going through these things is, I understand. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. Yeah, you go through a phase of not being able to sleep. So there is a non-alcoholic ZzzQuil that my doctor told me, like, if you can't sleep that bad, take this. And I took that, I want to say, when I was 7 months, 8 months, and 9 months. I took that and I slept like a baby. If you are a stomach sleeper, forget about it. Not anymore, and not while you're pregnant. You're going to feel like you're sleeping on a baby, period. Like, that's not going to happen. So figure out how to side sleep. There are pregnancy pillows. Them things are super expensive, like $75 plus a pop. Just get you a body pillow. Get you a body pillow or a side sleeper pillow that's plush. Go to Bed Bath & Beyond, test them things out. If you get it and you don't like it, bring it back. They're just going to basically, what's the word I'm looking for? return it, and then mark it damaged, and then they just basically throw it away. And you could get your money back. Don't worry about it. Like, figure out how to be comfortable through this pregnancy, okay? Crazy dreams, you may have them. Or no dreams at all. That may happen also. Sleeping but not feeling rested. That may happen to you. And emotionally, that will turn you into a grumpy person. So emotionally, you will be jacked up, okay? Eating healthy so you can better handle all of these changes. Yeah, people say that, but what if you have a baby that hates salad? My whole pregnancy with Ari, which is my second kid, she would not allow me to eat salad. If I was trying to eat salad, I would throw up. If I would try to eat a banana, I would throw up. If I smelt a banana, I would throw up. I remember I went to Whole Foods to get a wheatgrass lemon juice, right? Okay, she won't let me eat healthy, but she didn't say nothing about drinking it, okay? By the time I left Whole Foods and I got to my work parking lot, I sneezed and I peed on myself and I vomited at the same time. By the time I was done with this episode in the parking lot of my job, on my lunch, thank God there was a Walmart 4 minutes down the road. I peed my pants, okay? And I had to get a towel out my trunk, okay? Put it in the car, sit on the car with my pee-pee panties while at work, drive to Walmart, shop while I have piss on me as a pregnant woman, buy the clothes, go into the bathroom, change, clean up myself, and then put my pee-pee clothes in a bag in the trunk and go to work and act like nothing happened. This is the stress, the emotional madness that women go through while pregnant, and men know nothing. They don't feel this. And this is why I'm just like, dog, why are you surprised that I got rid of my tubes? Why are you surprised that I agreed to get my fallopian tubes removed? Because being pregnant is like being in a prison for 9 months for a lot of women. It is not a pleasant process for a lot of women. And I'm not telling you guys this so you don't get pregnant, so you don't have a children of your own. I'm telling you this because this is the other side of pregnancy sometimes for women. The ugly side that people don't want to talk about. Okay, that people didn't warn me about enough. So sometimes you might want to eat healthy and your baby be like, nope, don't want that. All the water drinking equals all the peeing. You will spend a lot of time in your bathroom. So if you need to remodel a bathroom so you can like what you're looking at and like what you're using, do it before you're pregnant. Okay, do it before you're pregnant because you spend a lot of time in there. I was so tired of peeing. Surround yourself with people who make you happy because you're going to go through a lot of mood swings where you're not going to feel your best. And if you're with a partner or the child's father or your husband who is so focused on the baby that they forget that you're a human being and you would like to go on dates still, and you would like to go out still, and you would like to feel pretty, and you would like to feel sexually wanted, that's going to mess with you emotionally also. Because a lot of people forget that, yes, I am pregnant, but I am still a woman and I still have needs and I still want to get my feet done. I still want to get my manicures. I still want to get my hair done. I still want to get dressed and go out. I still want you to date me. I still want to feel beautiful. Like, people forget that. And they be like, they see you and then all they see is belly. Oh, the baby. How are you feeling? Hello, what about me? I'm up here. I haven't seen my vagina in months. Like, woo! Emotionally, it will drain you. Talking to other pregnant women is key. It may help you, and if that's not helping you, getting a therapist while pregnant, that may help you. Okay, I lived on YouTube while pregnant, so every little thing that was happening to me, I will always be on YouTube, typing it in at the top at the search bar, trying to see if another pregnant woman has gone through it. Before I got to another trimester or another month, I would look up the videos as to what to expect for that month, so I'm not lost in the sauce. So use YouTube, use TikTok, use IG, ask questions on Twitter. Everything I was experiencing, I would Google, okay? And that could be a pro and a con. Even though I had my mom who gave birth to 5 children, I still asked people who are closer to my age, okay, what's up with this? What's going to happen to me next month? Like, I wanted the real deal. And I say that emotionally thinking that you will be ready while pregnant is a myth, because emotionally, you don't know who you're going to be, and you're not always in control when you're pregnant. Okay, so don't go into pregnancy thinking that emotionally you'll be able to handle it, because you won't know until you're in it. This is Cozy Womb Podcast. My name is Shan. I am mama of the girls. Thank you for listening to another honest episode about this parenting thing. I did not tell you this to scare you. I told you this to keep you informed that this is the other side, okay? If you would like all the fluff and cute books, go read it. Go read it. But if you want that real deal trio, Cozy Womb Podcast is where it's at, okay? I've been here since 2018. I will be having a anniversary episode in February to celebrate the start of this podcast. So I'm formulating that now. Okay, I'm in the kitchen cooking that up now. Other than that, I want you guys to enjoy your week, enjoy your holiday, and be mindful that if a woman is pregnant and she has experienced a loss or she is grieving, it is hard for pregnant women to grieve while pregnant, because that stress will affect that baby. I was grieving the loss of my uncle while pregnant with Ari, and I had to pass the hospital where he was slowly dying with stage 4 cancer, and it was hard. And he died before Ari was born. And a lot of times people don't want to hear this, but this is true. When you're pregnant and someone in your family is dying or passing on, I do feel like sometimes it is an exchange of life that's happening. So one loved one is going out to make room for another loved one to come in, and a lot of times that happens for a lot of people, and unfortunately, I don't know why it happens like that, but that happened for me. The same year I got pregnant with Anya, my grandfather died at the beginning of the year. Same year I lost my uncle, I had Ari. You know what I'm saying?